Today's video is more of a progress update video. Next week I'm going to be posting a lot because I ordered a bunch of parts, I bought a bunch of parts, and it's just been a waiting game for them to come. So I've been just scrubbing this motor down, and it's kind of boring for me to just clean this and show you guys. Yo, what is good, guys? So in today's video, I almost just fell. I'm gonna be semi-tearing down this long block I got. I want to start prepping it and get the motor almost like drop-in ready. So I'm gonna hopefully take off the manifold tonight, take off the timing cover. I just want to see it. I think from what the paperwork shows and from what Tanner told me, the belt should be good for another like 30K. So I don't really want to change it. But this motor, I also spilled a bunch of oil on it, and there's a shit ton of oil already on it. So good and bad, a lot of it was my fault. So I bought all this crap to clean it up. So let's get to it. Alright, so I spilled a lot of that oil. When I flipped this whole entire block, I didn't drain the oil like an idiot. So a bunch of oil came pissing out. That sucked to clean up. But, so pretty much what I'm going to do right now, I actually want to try and pop off this intake manifold because I want to just throw my Tgv Deletes in there. They're in my car. And then also I'm going to pop off hopefully the valve covers. I don't know if I'm going to go too crazy tonight because it's already kind of late. And I really just don't want to be annoying to the neighbors. The house is really close next door. I know Mike doesn't care, he's the man, but just mutual respect thing. And yeah, I want to pop off the timing cover at least too. It's a big goal right now. Alright guys, so another thing I really want you guys to comment down below, like what would you do as just a quick little like upgrade for this thing. Or not upgrade, I guess maintenance is the better way to put it. I already ordered valve cover gaskets, the whole set. I got Tgv, I got the whole intake manifold gasket. I got the exhaust manifold gaskets with the downpipe. I also ordered a new PCV valve, or PCV, and then what else? Spark plugs. I bought a Grimspeed electronic boost controller. I'm trying to think. I'm doing the Tgv Deletes because I have that chilling. I'm missing something, but anything else you guys could think of or a common problem with these shit that does go wrong, comment down below and please let me know. I want you guys part of this as well, even turbo upgrades, the whole nine. I have some pretty good Subaru knowledge. I know a lot of this crap, but I definitely want to hear from you guys as well. So I guess time to start taking this sucker apart. The belt actually looks pretty good. I'm also going to send this to a few of my mechanic friends, see what they say, but the belt doesn't look too bad. It actually looks pretty fresh, even on the inside over here. Definitely get a good glance, focus it. Like, it doesn't look bad at all, especially on the outer edges. So I think I'm going to rock that for at least another like 10 to 15,000 miles. I'm not going to be driving this car that much as well. Because I do with my daily. This motor is a lot dirtier than I would ever like it to be. The thing is actually filthy. It's kind of gross. I don't know if it's a Vermont thing or previous owner thing, but yeah, on to the next side. So all the bolts are out on this. I popped off the cover. I don't really like these. I usually never put them back on, but I might. So time to attack this side. The manifold is pretty much off. This whole side is disconnected. I have to get this out over here. I think this pipe, not pipe, but hose, is kind of throwing it off. So I'm just finessing it slowly. I made sure all the connectors are unplugged. There's a lot of shit on this. Kind of nervous about putting it back on. Hopefully I have some buddies come down if I can't get it, but I should be good. I've watched plenty of videos. I've never actually reassembled a manifold back on a motor though. Doesn't seem too complicated, but definitely I feel like there's a lot of things that can go wrong. Look at all the dirt on this motor. I've actually never seen such a dirty long block in my life. I don't even know what the f that is, but ew. Here's the motor. The top is off. I taped it up pretty damn well. Used some Gorilla Tape. I might redo this side and just use the Gorilla Tape. It's really strong shit. There's the manifold. We're gonna go over that in a second. So, update with the actual build, quote unquote. I'll actually show you guys. So, it's a little messy. Last night I was out here and it was 14 degrees. So the cleaning detergents for this motor were literally freezing on the block. It was pretty nuts, except like the engine degreaser, but everything else was just like turning to slush and ice. But I'm gonna show you guys this real quick. All right, here she is. So I also took the top manifold off because I bought new gaskets all around. But, so that's like clean over there. This is relatively clean, but this is how the motor actually is. It's just like this. It's filled with dirt everywhere. It's kind of crazy. I've never seen anything like it. And then Tanner told me, which is true, he lives on a dirt road in Vermont, and it makes sense. And Vermont's also a pretty like salty and muddy state. So a lot of scrubbing to clean this thing up. I don't care if it's perfect, but I definitely want to get a lot of this dirt off. And some other things that I picked up. A nice exhaust right here for literally like $100. This tip is muffed real bad, but it's just temporary. I really bought it for the mid pipe. I already have down pipe, so I plan on getting a Blitz Nurse Spec R axle back. I had it on my last setup and I love it. It's so loud, it's crazy. Gives it a sick tone. And I also bought a bumper because mine is smashed up. These are the carbon fiber, they're knockoffs, but they look good. Fog covers. I hope this motor is not knocking. But bumper's pretty clean. Definitely I have to repaint it anyway. And I'm gonna use the lip, buy another lip. I'm not gonna buy the June or whatever, the Jeune bumper. It's way too much money. And what else? Here are my custom made, not really custom, but here are my Tgv Deletes that I made. I put the bolt in, I tapped it, and hopefully this shows it, but I cut out all that and sanded it down with the Dremel for like hours. And so that's the USDM manifold. The JDM one is back here. It's kind of dirty. I'm gonna clean it up, but I'm not gonna actually paint it. I don't really care about the color too much. So this is all the JDM stuff. Car's filled with shit. There's the downpipe. And reason why I'm not doing a lot of this today, like I said, all the parts are coming, tons of gaskets, and I also picked up a few other goodies, which I'll show you guys real quick. So 2 new things that I picked up off Letgo for a pretty good deal. A nice 07 STI top mount, or 06, I'm not too sure. I don't really care. It's definitely an STI top mount. I picked that up, and then I also picked up this turbo inlet, which is pretty nice actually. He told me it was a pain in the ass to install with the manifold on. That's the way he did it, and clearly I don't have to do that because the manifold, intake manifold, is actually off the car, which is great. So I'm gonna lay this thing in there, set it up with turbo, and make sure it fits nice. But I read the reviews. These are way better than the eBay option, and I wasn't spending 220 bucks on a parent or like any of that cob. So I picked up the STI top mount and the turbo inlet for $240, which is pretty good. It's a solid deal. And the bumper and the exhaust, these were picked up for 150 bucks. So can't beat that. I'm finding some pretty good deals on the forums. A lot of people just want to get rid of this shit. I just spit everywhere. And so there's really no working on the car today, guys. Just want to give you a pretty solid update. Thank you guys. Next week I'm going to put out a bunch of videos, and this motor will be in pretty soon after I clean up that engine bay. Peace out, and make sure you comment, like, subscribe. Also follow me on Instagram, and I post on there all the time. Stories, just updating everything. So deuces.